Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Yashwant Barwara, representing Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I am from the branch CSM, Artificial Intelligence. As we all, I am very excited to talk about Viksit Bharat 2047, the voice of youth. Why? Because our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has launched this beautiful scheme. I am very excited to talk about Viksit Bharat 2047. Why? Because our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has launched this Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Yashwant Balwara, and I am representing Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I am from the branch CSAN and Environment. And as we know, I am very excited to talk about Viksit Bharat. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has launched this beautiful scheme to make India a better place on or before 2047. And why he took this resolution? Because as we are going to celebrate the 100 years of independence, when we get into 2047, he wanted to make India a new country or a developed country, which we all are dreaming about. And he mostly stressed on youth to ask the ideas because there are many youth persons in India who can give many innovative ideas and change India better way, faster and effective. And not only the reason, but there is another reason too, because everyone are saying that India should develop more and India needs to get higher like America or not others. No, not every country has same conditions like we do. We have a population of 140 plus crore people, and we have the rules and regulations that we have to follow. And Sri Narendra Modi has done this beautiful thing, and which is very inspiring to many ones, and it can give employment to many people, like who are going to keep a startups and etc. And I only used to say like this big buildings or big companies. Have you ever read atomic says that every 1% of the improvement we do at the end of the day, it's going to be 100%. Like if we start concentrating on small things which are not good in India, when we go into 2030, for example, if we go into 2030, that small improvements has making a huge impact on our country, and that's what we have to concentrate on more because it's okay having MNCs companies in a country, having industries, it's okay, but we have to concentrate on roads, like we have to concentrate on trees and etc. That's going to make a huge impact. If we take example of America, look at the traffic. America has no less traffic and not these like accidents. Not no accidents will happen like that. And but in India, the roads are like somewhat be rusty and not that good. And if we start to improve those small steps, when we get to 2047, India is going to be very good. And it's no wonder if we get developed by 2032 because I told you the youth is faster. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Oh,
Now,
yes,
Mr. Shashank will give away his ideas on Viksit Bharat. Yes.
Hello, all. A very warm good morning to each and everyone present here. And I'm Shashank Kumar, and I'm pursuing my BTech in Learning Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I'm very honored to speak about Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. Yeah. On 11th of December 2023, the government of India had finalized a resolution which is Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. And our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, had also addressed about this Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047 in his virtual meeting. And the main aim of Viksit Bharat at the rate of 2047 is to transform our India into a developed nation, marking the 100th anniversary of our independence. And this also includes making our India into a 30 trillion dollar economy and with a per capita income of $18,000 to $20,000. And this is something which is very phenomenal and it is also youth centric because youth are really motivated to do this, and this will be happen because of the initiative that would be taken by youth. And currently, we are the fifth largest economy in this world, and very soon we have to achieve the top place, and for that we have to strive very hard, and we should keep all the sweat and blood for this. And the thing is, we should, and the aim is also to elevate Indian films on global prominence level because, everyone is nowadays, so from my grandfather generation, each and every children is reading that India is a developing country from so many generations, from so many old generations. But by 2047, each and every child should read that India is a developed country. For that, we should work very hard and we should keep all our sweat and blood for this. We should keep working wholeheartedly. And the another thing is, so many guys are wondering why Narendra Modi ji and the Indian government and kept on asking ideas from citizens. So I'm going to make a statement. We don't need any leaders. We need responsible and good citizens. So let me explain this to you in a clear. See, if there is a leader, he could not be aware of the small things or something which is going wrong in his country, right? So a citizen would be aware of the things which is going wrong in the like in his country. So collecting ideas from the citizens makes to develop those minute things, and we can develop those minute things also. So developing these minute things will help us to make our country in a good level, and we can keep our country as a uh, like a the demanding country in 2047. And another thing is, my suggestion is, so many of us going to abroad for further studies or further employment, but I am not offending anyone to not to go abroad and learn some skills, but finally you should return our country and contribute something which you learned by going to abroad. See, contributing the things which you learned and abroad will help us very lot, so that we can we can also get that traits which is going outside of the world, and we can whether we can develop it in a every way, like we can develop it in commerce way, we can develop it in a business way, whether it is software, whether it is agriculture. No, like we should develop it in every aspect, and it also involves a lot of aspects like development, next economic growth, and social governance, social progress, everything. And this makes me too motivated. And my personal suggestion is for youth is try hard to make this happen. And I'm really wishing this could happen on like by 2047 on 100th anniversary of our Indian independence. So I'm with this with our country and with our Indian government for this Viksit Bharat, and I'm really waiting for this. And I really wish each and everyone to join in this and keep their participation in this and make our India as a great government. Thank you and have a nice day.
Now it's turn to Jashwant to come and give away his ideas.
This is Good morning to one and all. This is Jashwant from Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. I want to say about Viksit. First, I want to say about the name meaning of Viksit Bharat 2047. Why the name has kept as Viksit Bharat for this innovative idea. Innovative idea is Viksit Bharat means developed India 2047. At this date, in 2047, the India is need to be developed. Then what are the situations we are facing right now in India? Economical crisis as well as environmental insustainability. In the environmental sustainability, our rank is 180. Overall, in 180 countries, our rank is placed 180. This is a huge loss, and the country's pride is lost in here. Then, as well as the economical development. In economical development, our India has to fifth place, right? In GDP, gross domestic product, but as well as in per capita income, our country placed as 137th rank as per 2022 results. This makes India is still under developing country. Then how should India get developed? Our India got independence at 1947. Now the year is 2023. Approximately 75 years completed. Still we are getting in the under developing country only. Next 25 years we need to be developed. What are the steps we need to take in order to develop our country? The steps is need to be taken as first youth migration. In 2022, 87 lakhs students are migrated to US and other countries for education and for living in other countries. They taken a resident as in Americans that like why the students are migrating due to loss of less facility. India is under a developing country. No economic welfare is to be there in India. But I can say that if we stay in India, we can definitely develop the country in a nice way.
1 minute, nice way, very nice way. Thank you. Sam,
Yes.
keep it open. Ramya, are you giving
Yes.
comments on content? Are you supplying some new content? Kindly do that. Right? You guys have to see the dynamics point. Madam Shravani and Bhavani, both of you have to try putting the other effects. And each candidate should at least do 5 times today.
Yes, sir.
5 times.
Yes.
Going back to the class, again coming back. Don't waste time. There also your presence important. Be there and come down, practice. Okay, ma'am? I wanted those 30 members final list. All of you. Raja.
Yes, sir.
Here. Here only. Yeah, good, good. Go.
Go ahead.
Now I want to say that why this innovative idea came right now for our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. We also know that this Russia and Ukraine war, the war is going on from February 24, 2022 up to till now. 1 year, 10 days is 10 months is going on. There are so many prisoners. The lands are turning into gravy lands. And Israel and Palestinians, they are also in warfare. By this, we can see that our India also can face the wars with China and Pakistan, who are our neighboring countries. We cannot tolerate that. But the next sitting places in legislative, execution, and judiciary places as our youth. Next 20 years, we are only placing the roles of the officers. We are in which placing as legislative and as an IAS officers, IPS officers, we need to take lead over our country. So we need to take care of that, and we need to create a new world peace. So I must want to say that be in India and keep India in a better way. The country's pride is in our hands. The youth can only change the India in a better way, and we can be one of the best country in all over the world. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Jashwant. You're good. You're good. Not only this day, yesterday, debate and all this thing, I've seen you.
Okay. Now it's time to call Parthiv to come and give away his ideas.
Good morning, everyone. As the vibrant voices of youth, today we gather here to explore a unique topic and the heartbeat of India, Viksit Bharat.
No problem, you can say.
You have to understand how to hold the mic. Even though you have clarity,
Go ahead now.
Good morning, everyone. Today, as the vibrant voices of youth, we gather here to explore a unique topic and the heartbeat of India, Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat is the forward-looking India that resonates with our aims and aspirations. This was released by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji on 15 November 2023. This Viksit Bharat says about the government of India's ambitious vision towards making the India into a developed entity by the centenary of its independence, that is 2047. This nationwide outreach and awareness campaign is held, firstly started in Juntuk district in Jharkhand. It was mainly started to cover all schemes which are provided by the government, and our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji himself has started a yatra for making it a complete success. So, because in Vikasit Bharat, no voice is left behind, no entity is left behind. Everyone is respected, and every voice matters. Our dream is a future building block in our shared future. Vikasit Bharat is a tapestry where our sustainable practices aren't just a trend but a commitment. In conclusion, Vikasit Bharat mainly aims to make India a developed entity by the year 2047. The economy of India is striving itself by calling all the foreign migrators to come to India to give their ideas and to collaborate with us to make our India into a more developed entity. For example, Elon Musk also wants to collaborate with India as he thinks that India is becoming a developing entity by the 2047 and it will be ruling the world. In conclusion, I say that our dreams, aspirations, and our passion has to lead and can change the destinies nation. Jai Hind.
audience, everybody identifies. So we have to genuinely say, sorry, they've laughed. That's it. That makes nobody reduces you marks for that. Instead, they feel that they appreciate that you have recognized. You're very active. You're conscious
Now I'd like to call Harshita, come to the dais and give away her ideas.
Good morning, one and all. Good morning, one and all. I am Harshita from Lindy Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I am here to share my views on Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. Uh, we all know that our Pradhani Narendra Modi has launched and initiated a platform like Viksit Bharat, where we can share and collaborate our ideas in order to make our country develop. We have got our independence in 1947, and it's been 77 years till now, and we are still developing. We are still a developing country. The main aim of this Vikasit Bharat is to just change the work forms of a word develop. Do you think is that simple? No. It really requires a great hard work and passion to do this. That is the reason we are still developing. To ensure our country at all the first places in all records, we should share our ideas in development. This platform provides several aspects like economic growth, political, economic growth, environmental sustainability, etc. The only thing we have to do as a citizen of India is to just think where we are lagging and make an idea of it. We have many records lagging in good good things and are first in bad things. Like we are uh, placed at the top in crimes against women, corruption, etc. And at the same time, we are lagging in the records like economic growth, environmental sustainability, etc. When we are seeing a match, for example, we will be under pressure and we think of some ways where we can change the mood to save the match. Same as that, we should think some ideas in order to change the societal matters where we can develop our country. Thank you.
Your intro is good, but you should never blame India on a digital platform. You're talking about this, right? And that too, we want India to be developed. If at all you enhance saying that in India there are more crimes, especially on women, and that has to be reduced, you're directly saying India has a negative history, right? And a negative present also. So you should not mention that. That point has to be taken out. Instead, you have to say, see, if at all we provide education, yes or no, awareness, consciousness, more people, more citizens will be our responsible citizens, whereas the crime rate gets decreased. In this way, if at all you say, what are you promoting? You're promoting education, you're promoting awareness, you're promoting consciousness, and these all things reduces crime rate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? So you wanted to talk about it. Yes or no? This is a good way out. Clear? The way we live. And then you have to incorporate this point. Or else people will be taking the other way around. They'll compare with America and says that developed countries do have lots of this negativity and all this thing. So again, this should not come up. You got me?
Yes.
In what way you're thinking about, you want it in a positive way, not financial development. You're not talking about financial development here. Yes or no? You're talking about the way of life. So that has to be developed. And that is a part of development. Yes or no? So what in what areas you want? But I like the view is the way you question the people, and you're not waiting for the answer because you should not wait. That is very good thing. And you have come up with an answer saying that, see, these are the areas. That is a very good approach. Your approach is nice, but facts are less, concept is less, conclusion is missing.
I was nervous on my
Yes,
podcast.
yes. Conclusion is missing, and negative points has to be completely changed. Never ever demean India. We wanted India to be developed, and it has to be an inspiration to the rest of the people, rest of the country as well, rest of the countries. Yes or no?
Yes, no.
So positive points, and you're not incorporating. See, if at all technological improvement is there, I'm not saying to incorporate AI. I'm saying that if technologically India gets developed, there comes multiple jobs, there comes multiple roles. Yes or no? Employment increases. When employment increases, somebody will be leaders and somebody will be providing jobs as well. Yes or no? This gives a way for the economic development. GDP increases, income increases, the money flow increases. Yes or no? Demand and supply will be in the equilibrium, and the flow of money will be there. When the supply is there, when the flow is there, it will be good, right? Financial improvement will be there. These all points have to be incorporated. You got me?
Yes,
And everybody is only talking about economical agendas. Where are the other areas? Yeah, you got me?
Yes.
Incorporate all these things. Balance has to be there. That is the missing. Conclusion is not at all
Add
there.
little
Body
confidence.
missing, confidence is not
Yes.
there, concept is missing, but you have a very good throw, you have a very good flow, you have voice also. Little changes here and there. Well, you will be in. Go.
Okay, come up with confidence this time, next time, okay?
Thank you.
Shall we keep it here?
Oh, yes.
Okay, now I'd like to call Josna to come and give away her ideas on Viksit Bharat.
A very warm good morning to everyone present over here, respected judges and my dear friends. Myself Jyotsna from Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology, standing before you to deliver my speech on Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat. What is Viksit Bharat? Yeah, Viksit Bharat is a program started by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for development of India. As the Viksit Bharat statement itself is self-explanatory, which means India in its full bloom. That means our Prime Minister have started this wonderful program to take our India to the pinnacle of the world and make it a supreme power in our country. And why would Prime Minister Sir want this to be in 2047? As everyone knows, the speciality to 1947, the year of independence, and 2047 marks the 100th year of our independence, and our Prime Minister's vision to make India a supreme power in the world by the 100th year of. So, first, how to achieve this goal? As a famous person said, when youth is awakened to its full potential, it will stand limitless. So, our Prime Minister, sir, have taken the same approach to this program and have organized the workshop called Voice of Youth, in which the youth are encouraged to give their ideas about Viksit Bharat to make our country into the best in the world. Now, what are the parameters to make a country to be the best in the world? There are three sectors called primary, secondary, tertiary. The primary sector deals with farming and agriculture, which is the backbone of a country. The secondary sector is industrial development, and the tertiary is that of which we all are in the major employment providing sector, which is service sector. So, as we all know, the primary sector is agriculture, which is giving 60% of GDP to our country. So there are many ways to improve our agriculture and even enhance our economy by that. We can incorporate new technologies into it, and we can take the help of other things and make our methods even more better and change according to the time to get the best results out of it. And first of all, I want to congratulate every one of us for standing in fifth position of world's biggest economy, and I definitely think that we would be standing top three in 5. So now coming to the secondary sector, the industrial development. As there are many plans launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, like Make in India, which is encouraging the youth to start new startups and funding us to make things in India and not importing things simply from other countries, which would generate even more economy. And coming to tertiary sector, as we are very fastly developing, but there is a lot of brain drain migration from our country. I won't say that migration is bad. Even NRIs are providing taxes to us, which is in return increasing our economy. But still, it would be better to stay in our motherland and take it to the pinnacle of the world rather than serving for other nations. And there are not only three factors which affect GDP or economy. There are many more factors for our country to stand on the top. Like there are education sector, research and development, and space researches and all others. Now, not to compare with other countries, let's take example of top three economies in this world to take some success mantras from them and implement it in our country too, because they are practically proven methods and examples, so that I think the success rate would be at least 90% to that. America is a very developed country, as we all know, and you know what the fact is? It almost contributes some $700 million every year for its research and development. Isn't it surprising? So I expect or I suggest even our government to take such steps to encourage youth for the research and development. And I also suggest to take some success mantras from Japan, like which works mostly on its education system, because the development starts from an individual level. If every one of us is working on ourselves and getting better day by day, the country would get best eventually, because collective success can be achieved only with individual success. If we are developing ourselves day by day, taking notes from other countries and getting inspired, not comparing but competing with them, then I definitely think that we would succeed. So Japan have implemented many important things in their education system, like changing the syllabus, changing updating with new technologies available, and providing good structured education which is not outdated, and giving youth a creative liberty where people can work on themselves, they can think and they can bring out many innovative ideas to the test, and government also funds them to make it possible in the reality. And coming to China, see, a country won't be called a superpower just by developing. We should also cover up our demerits. Like there are many things as safety and all. And China implemented many wonderful methods and tactics to ensure the citizen safety and other parameters like traffic control, environmental issues and all. Like we have said, setting up industries, starting startups, it might encourage other people, it might bring more GDP, but the most basic thing, we have to conserve our environment, and if we ruin that, the resources will definitely fall down. So keeping in mind the sustainability of environment, how far our industries are green and how far they are going to support us and not destroy our environment is also a point to be kept in mind. And we have a great history of starting from scratch and going till up. It is in our Indian blood. We have started with nothing while we got independence, and we are standing in largest fifth economy of the world. And I think we would be great in next 10 years or so. So I would like to conclude my speech with the great quote said by APJ Abdul Kalam, that ask right to transform the developing India to developed India. So I encourage and support everyone to work hard and take our India to the world's pinnacle and make it a supreme power. Thank you.
Yeah, good jokes now. You have the flow through and all those things. You have content as well, but your content is too much. You have to crisp your content in such a way, because if at all they say only 3 minutes, I'll once check it out with Hari sir. What is the exact time? Most you will not at all be qualified. You got me? So your content has to be consolidated in such a way that it has to be 3 minutes. This lengthy content, if at all 10 minutes is given, you can go ahead.
I will not add
For
any
example,
points.
you add. For example, you say the foreign country, for all it comes and all this thing. Instead, you can say remittances. That is what is called as remittances. You got me? So remittances do add countries to increase the GDP of the country. I do agree. But if at all those brains come and add the entire economic structure of India, how would it be? Isn't it beautiful? You got me? Instead framing them, you can see that
Name.
here and frame a bigger picture. So people will understand. You got me,
I have
no?
to make my sentence shorter.
Yeah, yeah. And you talked about this primary, secondary, very good. We have three sectors: primary, secondary, tertiary, and all those things. Agriculture is a backbone. That's it. That one point is enough. And then how you incorporate agriculture, the improvement that you have to provide examples. You talked about.
Drones and
Yeah.
I'll
For
give
example,
examples.
yeah. For example, drones. And if at all there is a if at all India implemented this kind of a technological enhancement with respect to agriculture, bring up that. Yes or no? For example, some technological enhancements like add here.
Yes.
That is the missing. I'm not saying content. Little content modifications, but this glittering pen has to be added.
Now I'd like to call Ujjwala to come and give away her ideas. Ujjwala.
So, a warm welcome to everyone present here. Myself, Ujjwala from ECA from Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. So, a warm welcome to everyone present here. So, I am Ujjwala from ECA representing Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. So, we all have gathered here for a motto, not for a competition, but getting a knowledge about Viksit Bharat. First of all, what is Viksit Bharat? Viksit in Telugu we say right, Vikasinchadam blooming. Our India is a developing country, not a developed country. So we need to change this from a developing to developed country. So our India is having such a powerful history and everything. But why Viksit Bharat 2047? Why only 2047? Because 2047 is the 100th year of independence. If then also we are saying that India is a developing country, then what is the use of getting freedom? Because India is one of the most democratic country in the world. If it is democratic, then it should be a developed country. India is a developing country, not a developed country. So what do we have to do to have a developed country? So there are some demerits which are making our India to get back from a developed country. So the first one can be of effective governance. So government is the one thing which rules us. The developing or the developed country is based on the government we have. I'm not saying that we are having a bad government, but the people or the thoughts of the people should change. Because as the democratic country, we are having all the rights to change our country. And we youth are half of the population. Like our India is the top two in population. If we are having a very good population, why there isn't effective governance? Because of the thoughts of people. And also there also be a reason of economic growth. We are having a very good population, then why not a very good economic strength? The reason is like there was a population, but there was unemployment. So first we have to clear the unemployment. And also we should need to increase the time of workforce so that the productivity will increase and there would be a good economy. By 2047, if we are getting the annual growth of 8%, like if we are increasing the 8% of our annual growth, then we can say our India is a developed country. And there is also another reason, environmental sustainability. So for this, we can take the example of our monument, the great monument Taj Mahal. It is of white marble color, but it is changing into a yellowish. Why? The reason is air pollution. So if the pollution is like this, how can the people sustain in India? So if we decrease the air pollution and if we make a sustainable environment, then people can sustain in India, right? So if the people are healthy and wealthy in India, then there will be a development for sure. There is no doubt. Because we, the youth, are the powerful and energetic people who can change the India. Because we are the future of India, guys. We need to change the India. And we will change the India by Viksit Bharat by 2047. Because we are Indians. And everything, like what changes we have to do are in our hand. Not only youth, everyone, but only specifically youth because half of the population is of youth. And youth can do anything and everything. If once we start thinking of the country, not being egocentric and just thinking about the others' welfare and everything and being positive can change our India. And also there was our India is having such a great history and we have fought so much for our freedom. So we have fought that much for freedom. Why can't we change ourselves for getting our India in the India as a number one country in the world? We should do it and we will do it because we are Indians. And also I will conclude it with the initiative that I have taken to make the Viksit Bharat. So I have a very good corner for politics because the politics is a phase where it can change the world. Only a political leader can change, because a leader is the one who leads the country. It can be a for state or it can be a district. If you are gonna change, like if you are a leader, you have some rights in your hands, some powers in your hands, which can change. Which can change. It can be a district. If you're in district, they can motivate the state. Like because everyone are connected in India, right? And you know, guys, our India is the one of the most democratic country, and in this India, we're having every religion people. There is no religion-based difference, and everyone are equal, whether it's a boy or a girl, or it may be based on religious and everything. So my initiative is like I would be a good I'll enter into a politics, and I would be a good politician who can change some which I can make some changes, and which I can help something in making India develop. So I have taken the initiative. So when you guys are gonna take initiative, if as I started, everyone should take the initiative and make India a developed country by 2047. We will do it because we are Indians. Thank you.
You place it there. Now it's time to call Nandini Patnaik to come and give away her ideas.
Hey all, I am Nandini Patnaik from third year CSCC. Currently, I am pursuing my graduation BTech in Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. As we all know, why we have gathered on this present space, and it is very interested topic on discussing about our India Viksit Bharat at 24/7. As we are passing our century of our independence of 24/7, and I am stand before of you all in the vision of achievement and aspirations of every Indian. I feel very grateful, and it is not only about our Indians' milestone that we are transforming our India into the great prosperities and achievements. And the India is not only about the economic development but also social inclusive, sustainable environmental sustainability, and technical technology advancement. And coming to economic development, the main theme of the economic development is to repose and inclusive economic in all identities for all, to provide the all efficiencies to all, and the steps which we have to follow for economic development, like the things, increasing technology day by day, following technology, and there are no equality in between everyone. This makes the economic development very well in the surroundings. And coming to social inclusive, a citizen in our Indian country, it should be very equal to everyone, like right, like equal to healthcare, equal to education, and equal to service social justice. And there are so many places in our India, like they will not allow equality in between a gender or a caste or something else. But it should be like the people who are living in such areas, they should communicate with others, and they should know about there is no inequality, and everyone is equal, have equality with same rights of education and healthcare and for social justice. And coming to environment sustainability, preserving and developing the economic development with ecological responsibilities. We have a thing to around, like our prime PM Modi sir has invented a Swachh Bharat, that our surroundings environment should be evergreen. And there are many organizations that in every places, but everyone having and following the resources and the rules of regulations which Narendra Modi has invented till today. And coming to technology advancement, as we are the engineers, that it is our responsibility that to allocate and develop our technology in you by using the different problem statements with the considering problem solutions. And it is our responsibility that there is a technology is waiting for us, the problems which advanced rural peoples are suffering, that may be solved by our engineers only. And by using in some rural areas there is no technology development well, but with the help of the Indian circumstances which the India has provided us the things and the availabilities that should be used by one another, and everyone should convey with one another, and they should everything, and everyone should have knowledge at anything. And there are so many of technology tools that which they will use at some consider of times. And coming to the meeting which had performed by the Narendra Modi sir, our Prime Minister of India, is he is just congratulated to all the governors, presidents of India. The reason behind of the monitoring of our India current situation. And that यही सही समय है, यही समय है, यही सही समय है करके this is the time, this is the right time that we have to develop our country towards the more successful and challenges. And every Indian citizen, everyone should know that even though everyone saying that India is a developing country, but with us, with the youth only can change the India ahead. And everyone should prove from their activities by showing their activities like India is a developed country and it is not even going to develop day by day. Okay, every country is developing and knowing new things every day. That is not a thing, but that we youth should prove that India is a developed country by doing our own inventions and problem statements ahead. And I want to share that nowadays the people are very thinking very innovatively, and so many engineers, the one who is going to educate, pursuing their educations in certain streams, but in their certain streams they are well performing, like in their domains they are trying their reach their level best by using the availabilities which India have been provided as some streams. And thank you. I just want to tell not only one person we can develop our country. Come everyone together. We will be one together and we will work together and we will make our India like a developed country and we will prove what is youth. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Yes, very good conclusion. But can you take a negative comment?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Will you change?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time to call Satvik to come and give his ideas.
A very warm good morning to everyone.
Switch on the mic.
So, a very warm good morning to everyone. I am Satvik, currently pursuing my first year of BTech from the Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, as we all know, we all gather here to share our views on developing Bharat. The name itself, Bharat, means to bear or to carry. This shows we equally respect all the nations other than Bharat. And we all have Bharat is also known as the place where we fulfill our desires. By 2047, I hope we will be one of the developed, most developed country. And the, the scheme Viksit Bharat was inaugurated by Shri Narendra Modi ji on December 11, 2023. The main the main theme of inaugurating this scheme is to collect the ideas from youth and make our country develop. Here are some of my views on Viksit Bharat. First thing, as day by day we are so rapid in increasing technology and a very fast growing technology is evolving. Uh, by this, we can assure that the healthcare will be facilitated with advanced technologies by 2047 to every corner of India. Coming to the part, India has a very large and fertile land where we can produce more yield of agriculture. But these days, the day by day, the manpower is reducing. So by 2047, I hope we will be developing a technology where the agriculture is done by machines. And India will be considered as the mother of world. We know that the primary role of mother is to feed her child. And coming to education system, I want to inculcate a point here, and we should give a chance to the talented person. Let's take an example. If there are two students, A and B, if A got 70% and B got 90% of marks in the exam, but according to the government, we are assuring the seat to 70% student who has a reservation and I'm not offending it, but if both of them get the same marks as 90%, then we can assure the seat for the candidate who is having reservation. And, these days, all the big companies are turning around to India because we are producing the quality engineers from our country. And finally, I'm thankful to all the family members of Lindy for making me participate in the event. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Your
is actually
Now let us call Satvik to come and give away his ideas.
okay. Listen, good morning everyone. This is CH Mohan Satwik, and I'm here to share my few thoughts about Viksit Bharat. Our country Bharat, it's a land and a motherland for us. And I think no country is really called as a developed country until and unless their citizens are developed. So let us get educated. I'll enlighten you with few speech that I have prepared right now. So we know there are few major points that we need to keep in mind for the growth of our country. To be specified, it should be a employability and this knowledge hub and the infrastructure and the growth of the economy, and then there is this basic affordable budget friendly environment. We can create various employabilities because we have a mass population which even surpassed China in the recent days. I think we can create the employability by investing it in the infrastructure like roads. Roads play a major role in our country's development. Actually, it calculates around 3.6% for our country's GDP growth too. So I think investing in roads, and there is other things like investing in civil infrastructure like our schools. Even our government schools are known to be like an uh, below average schools because those schools doesn't have basic requirement things like nurturing the growth of our country's children, and there should be an environment too like which can allow us to think differently as compared to others too, right? So, in order to make that, we need to invest in infrastructure which can help like creating the roads and building these new various schools which have the facilities for us to speak in a like which have these specific facilities like sports which inculcate consists of various different sports and music and something etc like that. And even after that we need to like eliminate few other things like black money. Black money is a major talk in our country because black money is usually found in various places where there are like illegal things usually happen, right? So I think we need to eliminate black money too, and we should also like realize that we need to take part in our country's development. Our country is not getting developed until and unless we take part in it, right? Once a great person, the CEO of Infosys just said that Mera Bharat Mahan, which means my country is great. There is a reason for it because you citizens need to take part in, and our country will become great in the near future. But we need to have our faith in it. We need to be proud of our country before it's being developed, because our country can really be a developed nation if we put our faith in it. Until and unless that, we our country won't be that developed in a short amount of time. And there are many specific ideologies we need to nurture them, like our education system makes us like work in this normal job sector which is like a safe environment for us, and days the youth doesn't take the risk, specifically like creating their own company and starting their own startup culture, which is a common thing in many developed countries. But in our country the youth is like thinking that there is a high probability that our startup may fail. So they doesn't like to take those risks. Our youth must take risks in order for our country to be developed. Because if that idea gets like an instant hit, then it may like various opportunities for upcoming youth to like it creates the job opportunities for many other people, and there are many other sectors like if that like if that topic gets an instant hit, there are many other people who gets like an inspirational thought of creating their own company. So there are like various things which makes us which make there are various things which
needs to taken into the account. Like we need to take risks. We shouldn't think of the defeat. If you are not starting right now and thinking about the defeat, that if I start and if I take risk, I might get defeated and my future might get spoiled, then you are already defeated. Because if you take risk, who knows? Maybe in the near future you might be never prosperous than the future you are assuming to be. So I think we need to take risks and start our own startup cultures, and also the elders and normal people of this country need to support them, like nurture their innovative ideas and growth. We need not to demotivate them. We need to motivate them, and we need to support them in their journey. And these developing nations actually become really developed because of these small ideas, which actually mattered a lot. If we doesn't we doesn't encourage this development, like these small silly ideas, these ideas can be handled in near future. So we need to encourage these two. And I think there should be a major reform in our education system too. So I think there are many few things which I want to talk, but I just want to conclude my speech right here by saying that Jai Hind and Mera Bharat Mahan, and keep your faith in your country, not because it's developed. You need to keep it like it is, like it will be developed and it will be one of the most prosperous nation in the world. Thank you.
Satvik, you want
Now I'd like to call Sampath to come and give away his ideas.
Hello everyone, I'm R. Sampath Vinay. Initially, I'm pursuing my BTech in CSC and ML at Indian Institute of Engineering and Technology. I'm here to share a few thoughts of mine on Viksit Bharat, which was proposed by our respected PM Narendra Modi sir, which its motive is to make India a better place to live by the year 2047. So everyone are doing their contributions towards it. Everyone are giving some theories on how to make it as soon as possible. So here are a few theories from my side. I've done a research on Google and I've figured it out that I've compared India with other countries' economy and I've done a research on so many things and I've found that Hello everyone, I'm R. Sampath Vinay, currently pursuing my BTech in CSIML at Indian Institute of Engineering and Technology. Uh, Today I'm here to propose a few things on Viksit Bharat, which was proposed by our respected PM Narendra Modi sir. So the main motive of this Viksit Bharat is to make India into a better place to live in by the year 2047. So everyone are contributing in their own way. So everyone are proposing a few theories on how to do it, and here are a few proposals from my side to do it as soon as possible. So the first thing is I've done a research from internet and I found out that I've compared India with some other countries. I first took the list of top 10 countries economically and India is in fifth place in it. So I found out that India is economically in top fifth place, but as compared to the rest, India is lagging backwards. So when the US total GDP is nearly 28 trillion, but the India's is only 3 trillion per year. So India is lagging by a bit. To improve that, I have done a research. I have found out that in US they are providing medical services, free education, for and many other things for free of cost, which are essential for citizens to live in and lead a good life. But here in India, they are providing them, but not in way to advance way. So everyone are preferring other private sectors to do that. Like if anyone get diseased, they'll depend on private hospitals rather than going to government hospitals. So I request to improve the medical facilities and education in India. So first when I compared India with US, I found out that I found this topic which is lagging by. And next I compared India with German, Japan and UK. So the only difference is they are providing best healthcare and medical facilities in their country, just like USA. And lastly, I have done a research on China, which has population count almost similar to India's, but its GDP is still no higher than India. It's in second place now, and after USA's 28 trillion GDP, China is carrying a current GDP of 14 trillion per year. So, which is a huge amount when compared to India's, which is 3 billion now. So to improve that, China is also growing in every sector. It is focusing on industrial sector. It is providing healthcare and medical facilities to their citizens. It is giving free education, and so in many ways they are trying to develop the country. So I request country to implement those things here to improve our country. Thank you.
what's the name? Some went on in a like confidence. When you practice, confidence breathes in. You got me? Yeah, go.
Okay, come back after lunch.
Thank you.
Now it's time to call Kiran Sai to come and give away her ideas on Viksit Bharat. Switch on. Go ahead.
Good morning, honorable judges and all my dear friends. This is Kiran Sai representing Lady Institute of Technology. Today I am here to share my views on a great topic, Viksit Bharat 2047, launched by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir. I think we all are lucky to share our views on this topic. I want to start by saying that young people have that need to imagine a developed country and make it to the reality. Remember one thing, if you want to make India developed, we have to collaborate with the government, private sector and civil sector and citizens. Citizens include the youth, the encouraging and empowering youth. To bring the youth power into the actions, we need to provide education sector we have to provide opportunities in education sector, and we have to conduct some social welfare programs in that youth can bring out their power to make the India best. To make the India best, to improve in education and the skill sectors and education skills and in some other sectors which will bring the youth into the procedure. I believe in the saying that today's children are tomorrow's future, said by Jawaharlal Nehru sir, and today's youth is tomorrow's future. To lead that into action, we have to focus on few sectors like education. Education is the weapon to turn India into a best country. Education reduces the poverty, reduces the GDP, and increases the job opportunities. Next is healthcare. Educate to the every citizens, make them healthier, happier to pursue their own goals. Next is good governance. Good governance is interlinked to the development of the country. 1% increase in the good governance will lead to the 1% increase in the development of the India. Next comes to the Next comes to the foreign relations. Foreign relations will attract foreigners to our industries. And next is we have to launch more industries and sectors in India. And I have shared my view on Viksit Bharat about the schooling system. We have to launch schools for free, which has the free education, a school which focuses on a student's behavior, not only on the bookish knowledge, a school which also links with their internal and external problems, a school which guides the children about the future, not only on the schooling, but also after completing their schooling, a school which guides the children and parents about the education and other sectors. And India is the best country, but still we are lacking at a few points because we are following a caste system. The caste system has to be removed. A person who is knowledgeable have to get job instead of a person who is low caste like SC and ST, because as we all have faced that problem, the person who is getting the more marks and percentage is not being considered, but the person who is less caste is considered. Only when the person who has knowledge and who is capable of improving our country will only make the country into a developed country, not the person who is of the low caste. So we have to remove the caste system in India, which will be the major cause for the development of India. And there are few more things that engaging the society and the things like showing what is great is, what is unequality is, and removing the religious feelings will make the India the best country. Hope in 2047 we'll be saying that India is the #1 country. Thank you, Jai.